I have to turn on this thing first. I don't think you should record this. All right, this will come across on a recording a little bit self-serving, and it's not meant to be. From time to this, in a group like this, I can spend enough time to make sure that we're all on the same wavelength about this letter, because reading it will seem a little bit self-serving for myself. But it's not that way. But I certainly don't want it on a tape where it's going to be misrepresented. But from time to time I get an email from a brother, and his name's Jeff, all right? And every time I get an email from him, it's very humbling, because he's been consistently carrying this message for about 2 years that I know of now. And every now and then he'll give me an email telling me about how victory he's got in terms of presenting this message to someone. And I just got this email this morning. I haven't heard from him I've been thinking about him. I haven't heard from him for months. And you'll figure out why. It's very short. Pardon me. Hi, Jeff. I've written you. I have a lot of email history with this brother. I've written to you in the past. I'm mentally handicapped, but I'm giving Bible studies. I simply take them to your sites. I've been through most of the states, many of the times homeless. But every Seventh-day Adventist church I visit, I plead with them to look you up on the internet. Now, Jeff, because of my appearance, it does occur to me I may not be doing the right thing. Because at times, all of my possessions have been in a wheelbarrow or in a shopping cart, or more often in a small backpack. So if you tell me to stop, I will, but otherwise, I just carry your papers and tell them to everyone. Recently, I met a mentally handicapped man like myself. His name is, and he sometimes cries as he hears your message, and he told me he wants to become baptized into the Seventh-day Adventist Church. He told me he's never been baptized as of yet. I thank God he led me to your writings. I read my Bible and the Spirit of prophecy. This is always his testimony. I read my Bible and the Spirit of prophecy every day, but I also study your writings every day. And that's the part that is self-serving, of course. If you need money, Jeff, this is a guy that's homeless, all right? If you need money, Jeff, please tell me and I will send it to you. I will send as much as I can. Thank you, Jeff, sincerely. Jeff, so. I mean, it's just, when the other night we mentioned that everyone that's in this message that's going to be part of the 144,000 is going to have to be a teacher. And I know that I've even had a couple discussions after that with brethren here about, what does it mean that I have to be a teacher? And I'm telling you, this brother has severe mental limitations, and he's been carrying this message across the United States for at least 2 years in a homeless condition. So I got that this morning, so it seemed providential to share it. You don't realize how much I hate doing this weeping in front of people, but here recently, it seems like every camp meeting it happens. It's getting to be old news. Long time ago, Kathy and I went to some way before we were converted on any kind of truth. I'm not even going to tell you what it was, but I'll tell you what it was. No, I won't tell you what it was, but it was humanism, it was psychology, it was foolishness. In the process of a weekend, they had different speakers come up and tell their story, and it was supposed to heal your marriage. It was a bunch of foolishness. We got trapped into it. But there was one of the speakers there, one of the men, that his nickname was Weepy because every time he got up to speak to people, he was weeping, and I'm afraid I'm turning into Weepy. You know Weepy? Okay. All right. I don't want to be Weepy. But this brother's name is Jeff, so if you think about it this evening or at any time, lift him up in prayer. Shall we begin? Shall we have a word of prayer?